Global players, start grinding this character now. How's it everybody, Celtic Link here, and we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and this time we are talking about how to get your hands on the LR STR Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Why are we talking about this? Well, neat little thing is happening over on the JP side of things right now. They have just issued the Legendary Challenge campaign for STR VEGITO, and typically when Dokkan issues these challenges, that can only mean one thing. There is an EZA coming. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you, as a global player, can get yourself your hands on this card, and why you should, because his EZA is coming, and I guarantee you, even before the EZA, he will help you prep for the 7-year anniversary. So let's go ahead and talk about what he does before we talk about how to get him. He is a super class leader for Key 3 HP attack and defense 70%. He raises attack and defense and causes colossal damage to the enemy. On his 12 key super attack, his 18 key greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. His passive is quite simple. It is a simple attack and defense 80%, and he raises key up to 10. With the less HP remaining, the greater your boost. So the closer you are to death, the easier it is to get your 18 key. So you'll definitely want to go for additionals with this guy, right? Because you can raise your attack on your 18, and then if you proc that additional, now you're raising your attack and defense, and it'll stick for the next turn. His link skills are Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Prepared for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fused Fighter, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. Categories are Realm of Gods, Potara, Future Saga, Time Travel, Final Trump Card, Battle of Wits, Time Limit, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Beyond Super Saiyan, and Fused Fighters. I want you to man, I can't talk. I'm tripping over my words here. I want you to pay special close attention to the last 2 categories, Beyond Super Saiyan and Fused Fighters. Those are the 2 categories that will be introduced with the 7-year LRs, the LR Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s. So this guy will be a nice addition to help you fill out that roster, especially if you are a newer player. You may not have all of the units you need to fill out the roster, so he will definitely help you on those teams. As you can see here, looking at his passive, it's very basic. He's got some really nice stuff going on with the raising attack and defense, so in my mind, the sky's the limit for what he could be when he gets his EZA. So all the more reason for you to be prepared for when that eventually happens. At this point, you're probably wondering how to get yourself a hold of him. Well, first off, he doesn't come as an LR. You're going to have to pick up his SSR copy. His SSR can be acquired from the Supreme Kai Stone Shop in the Baba Shop. You've probably seen it around once or twice already. You can purchase 6 copies through the Baba Shop, totaling in 40, 60, 80 of these gems that you're going to need. So what is that? 180 of these gems you would need to buy 6 copies of the SSR. 6 copies would be enough for you to get 1 copy to raise up to level SA 10, Super Attack 10, and then 4 other copies to raise up to, or not to raise, but rather to add into his hidden potential system, allowing you to rainbow him, and then a 6th copy to be used to raise to SA 20, right? Another SA 10 copy, level him up, and then you'll be able to do that. Now, in order to purchase everything in this shop, you need 980 gems. So I'm going to tell you right now, these gems, before we talk about how to get them, focus on purchasing the Vegitos first. Hold this off until you've purchased everything you need for the Vegitos, because once you spend these stones, they're not coming back, alright? And Kais you can get elsewhere. Slot extension and max stamina, while it is rare, can get it elsewhere for now. So focus your stones towards getting these copies first. You can also, I'll just throw this out here, you can also get a couple copies from the, where is it? Incredible Gems Shop. You can buy 3 copies for a little over 3,200 stones. You can get 3 extra copies in case you need to fix his hidden potential, or maybe you want to save a couple of those Supreme Kai stones. So just throwing that out there. Now, how do you get these Supreme Kai stones? Well, you may have noticed in the quest mode that there are these little scrolls with missions attached to them at the Z hard stage of a lot of the stages. All these simply do is correspond to several missions you need to complete in order to gather the stones. They range from anything like clearing the stage without a continue, or beating the stage with 6 SSRs. And they get progressively harder as you go through the quest mode, right? You can see that, right? It comes down to things like using characters with the Link Turtle School, or experienced fighters, prodigies, etc., beating the stage with only a certain type of character, AGL, Fizz, etc. And then, you know, down here, I think there's one where you specifically have to clear the stage with a Vegito, if I can find it. Scroll down here. Where did it go? I just saw it. Here it is, right? In Area 21, you'll have to clear the stage with a Vegito. So, like, by the time you get to Area 21, you will have probably at least gotten one copy of that Vegito. So you can go ahead and throw them on your team and get the missions here. There is one mission on several stages that I want you to pay close attention to, and that's this one here. Starting from Area 22, there are missions that require you to clear the stage with, you know, up to 6 characters with the Link Fierce Battle. If you're a newer player and you're watching this, this may actually prove rather difficult for you. Reason being is the Link skill Fierce Battle is one that is exclusive to units that Dokkan awaken via Dokkan events, medals from Dokkan events. If they awaken from a free-to-play story event or from the quest mode, they all have the Shattering the Limit Link skill instead of this Fierce Battle. So I just want you to be aware of that if you are a newer player, you may not have that many units that Dokkan awaken via Dokkan events, or you may not even have the ability to clear the Dokkan event yet. Although if you grinded out the Bardock squad, you should. You may not have the medals to awaken any of your Fierce Battle units. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you as something to be aware of. This may be a part of the quest that you'll have to hold off to till you do your summons on the 7-year anniversary if you're a new player and you are watching this prior to that time. I do want to point out that in order to awaken him, you also need to collect up these awakening medals here throughout these missions. These awakening medals will be used to awaken each stage of the unit. From his SSR to TUR, you will need 30 of those medals, and then from his TUR to LR, you will need 70. So 100 in total. You'll notice that they can only be gained from the missions here, and I believe the total is 103 that you can get. You can also purchase a few extras in case you need them for the Super Attack 10, the extra copy. You can purchase here for 70 gems. So just be aware of that, that you have the option to do that. From there, you may be wondering, well, how do I get this character up to... I've gotten the medals, I've gotten the character, I've gotten the stones. Well, how do I level up his super attack? I don't want to waste the Kais. I don't want to feed in these copies. They didn't give me enough copies. Well, you're in luck, because if you go to this Dokkan event here and you clear out the first stage, this is the Blazing Potara stage, by the way, which is available on, at this point, just about every day. It's available on Int days, it's available on STR days, and I believe it's available on Fizz days. So just so you know, that's when you can take on the event. It's also available on Sundays, Superclass days. So you'll just need to take on the Z Hard stage here, which is very easy, and it will drop this SSR Vegito. You can use this to feed into the SSR and raise him up to Super Attack level 10. You do that twice for the 2 extra copies you have, so that way you can save yourself some Kais. So that's everything you need to do in order to collect up everything to awaken this guy all the way up to the LR and Super Attack 10. When the challenge drops, you will be given the option. You will be given the chance to get more of these gems to get him up to SA 25. So I did want to point that out for you guys. There's a good chance this is dropping in November for us here on Global, but nonetheless, you should be prepared, because as I mentioned earlier in the video, he's going to be helpful to you to help fill out your roster if you're someone who is just now starting during the 7-year anniversary, right? Because he is on both of the categories for the new LRs. So anyways, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you're a newer player, I hope you now have an understanding of how to get your hands on this card. And if you do, and if you found this guide helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And you know what? In the comments down below, if you're a newer player, let me know how close you are to finishing this guy if you've started already. If you haven't started already, let me know when you're going to start. And if you're somebody who's been playing a while and you've made it this far into the video, let me know, what do you think this guy is going to do upon his Easy A's? I have some ideas of where I think they could take him, and I'd love to hear from you what you guys think. I'll probably throw it out in a video or post it on Twitter. Let me know what you guys want me to do. And as always, guys, with all of this, thanks for watching, and aloha.